Something of a practicality for a moment. Look, my procedure that is most valuable first thing in the morning is I wake up, I become aware that I'm awake, my mind runs fast to thinking of God. Thank you for a new day. I want to have God in my consciousness, right? I can't hold him there. My mind will wander all over the place. So I go into my Kriya breathing, triangular breathing that I do. Check out, some of the earlier recordings in that regard. Triangular breathing, 2 breaths a minute basically, equal, breathing in, holding, breathing out. Count to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, triangular breathing. I do it for as long as I find I'm thinking of something godly that would be a benefit to me, of course, and to others. Right. I must record it while it's real in my mind. So I reach out for my phone, which has been on charge all night, it's fully charged, whatever. And I dictate the first of the last 2 recordings in the case of this morning. I'd done the Kriya breathing for about half an hour, a bit more, when it occurred to me strongly, this is that's an interesting point, Marshall. That's of value. I must get it recorded for others and for my future self as well, because it'll vanish as easy as that. I want it concrete there, to remind me in some way, in recorded form, and to bless others too, hopefully. That's my aim. And I find I've dictated in no time at all 40 minutes of recording. I then start to listen to it, check it through while it's alive to me. And I think, I should say so-and-so. Better not stick it on the end of this 40 minutes. It'll just be too long. It's already a bit too long. So I do another recording of notes, which I've entitled in this case, what did I call it? Heaven, was it? Yes. In other words, I tidy up a few points. And then I'm done. I can get up, start my day, and it was nearly 7:30. And then while I was washing and shaving, I thought of something else. This one. That I should let you know, just as an example of what my pattern of start to the day can be, ideally, really, of at least what I feel to be a very successful start to the day. I've got on the way to having completed 3 recordings that may just be a blessing to people, will be a blessing to me when I rehear them in the future, will be something that helps, steers me in the right direction. Yes. I will say to myself then, and of course I will think in what way I wish to modify it or what I wish to say about it. So I might read it later in the day, listen to it later in the day, and think, I should say so-and-so, and give another recording. Do you see it? Like builds on like. I'm building towards a future, both within myself and ideally in the people I'm hoping to bless. Fair enough, he does a greater work in you than through you. I'm getting the bulk of the blessing, but that's not just my purpose. And I suppose what I'm saying is, obviously you could do the same. And taste and see again, is it a blessing if you do this? Or is it not? Okay, what would be a blessing? Some modification of what I'm suggesting. Don't follow what I do slavishly. That's not what it's about. The fantastic variety of this creation is so that you can experience and discern what is good and what is evil, what's of benefit and blessing and what's a menace and destructive, and obviously choose that which is life, blessing and fullness of life. The ultimate of which is life eternal, isn't it, in some sense? And we might not know what that ultimate is, but it's whatever what we find to be goodness implies, which is our way of coming to understand God too. Now this is a new thought that just occurs to me while I'm recording, that it is the way we understand God, isn't it? I practice what I think God's like. In the practice I find out that I'm revising my view of God and what my perfect God is, from the practice of loving my God. So God matures with you. Your God matures with you, in that you start to, by your very devotion to your God, find out more clearly what your God would be, and love accordingly. Love him accordingly. And the thesis is, the hope, the desire, is that this will lead you to the ultimate God, the one who not only loves you, but loves your true you, which may well, as we understand it, imply loving as he loves all that he's made, all that is. It's all choice. The incredible thing about the uncertainty of this creation is that it gives you choice to find out, to develop accordingly. It's an astonishing creation of good and evil. I'm not here to change it. I am here to help and to bless. But I'm not changing it from a classroom to heaven. We have heaven. The classroom is here to train us, to help us, to guide us to maturity for heaven. I'm not saying this is an eternal truth. I'm saying this is a viable, workable conception of what's true, and the one that seems to bless me most. So I offer it to you. Those who have ears to hear, may they hear. Bless them. And I hope that's you. With all my heart, I hope it's you. Bless you. Love you. And the important thing is that you understand that God loves you. Absolutely loves you to bits. You're his reason for living. You're his kids. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.